Jaywalking. We're going to find out what's brewing here in downtown Westfield at Rock and Joe's Cafe. So let's go inside and get wired. We're here on Prospect Street in Rock and Joe's with the owner, one of the owners, Lance Marvin. Thanks so much for talking to us today.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to have you.
Why don't you explain to our viewers at home what it is you do here? How did you come about?
Okay. Well, we are a blend between a coffee house and a restaurant.
How did the name Rock and Joe come about?
Well, the original name was Cafe Rock, and we're a franchise. We're the first franchise, and of which there's many now. But when the franchisor, and the original store is located in Cranford, when he was going to trademark the name, there was a conflict with the Hard Rock Cafe, so he changed the name to Rock and Joe. And Rock and Joe, I mean, the rockin' part clearly is reflective of the place. It's a rockin' type joint. We feature rock and roll music, and that's the theme. And Joe is the old-time name for coffee that was originally developed back in the World War II days, if I'm not mistaken, when it was let's go get a cup of Joe. Yeah. Thus, it was significant of coffee. So you put the two together, which was, in my opinion, credit to our franchisor, an incredibly clever name, which is something that's so easy to remember and associate with.
Well, I know that you make a rockin' espresso, so
that
why
we
don't
do.
we head behind the bar here and make one.
Let's do that.
How do we get started? We're going to make espresso. I don't have an espresso machine at home, and let me tell you, I just hit go on the coffee machine or on.
The easiest way. Well, fortunately, the espresso is actually the simplest drink to make. It's a matter of grinding our fresh beans here, and we run, this is the top line machine in the industry right now, the Augenzucker, and it is a wonderful machine. It does a lot of the work for us, but there still is manual work. And
so this entire thing is just for espresso?
Just for espresso, cappuccinos, and lattes. That's the basis of everything right here. Okay. And we have an extensive water filtration system to ensure that the quality is consistent. And this is one of the best machines to also make sure the quality is consistent every time.
Oh, wow.
It's got exact measurements on the amount of water.
There's no room for error here at Rock and Joe?
There is no room for error.
Okay. All right, so how do we get started? You ground the coffee.
So we grind the coffee here using our wands here. We put it inside the machine, grab our cup, and then these are the various settings for different types of drink, but an espresso, and then it does all the rest for us.
No, you have another special drink here called the Milky Way.
Yes, one of our specialty drinks.
Okay, well, let's get started. Okay. Let's make a Milky Way.
So we've got our beans ground up, and just, again, starting out as you would with the regular espresso drink, we're going to brew. One of the things we do is we add our syrups. So I'm going to add our caramel syrup, and I'm going to add our chocolate, and I'm going to brew our espresso. Now while that's brewing, I'm going to steam up our milk.
Now, would you say this is the most popular thing on the menu?
This one and another drink we have, the Van Halen, which is our vanilla and hazelnut syrups. Okay, now at this point, our espresso has been brewed, our syrups have been added. Okay. So we'll just mix them up.
Now, is there whipped cream in this?
Not this particular drink, but we can add whipped cream to any drink.
Really? Okay.
So, and I'm going to add whipped cream. Well, I want to do the decoration for you to see what it looks like. Then I'm going to put the whipped cream because we have a special way of doing whipped cream.
Awesome.
Okay, so now I'm just going to pour it in. Okay. Now we do our special topping, again significant of a Milky Way with caramel and chocolate.
Oh, very nice. It's kind of like accessorizing the drink.
Absolutely.
I'm all about the accessories.
They say that people eat with their eyes. And there's our Milky Way.
That is gorgeous. Oh, that's so perfect. I love when it's perfect.
That's our whipped cream. Wow. So there you have a Milky Way with whipped cream.
Awesome. Can I try it?
Absolutely, please.
Right. What's the best way to drink this?
Well, it's a little tough with the whipped cream, so I'm going to give you another spoon.
All right.
And you could probably just push it aside a little bit or eat a little bit. Or,
all right. I'll just try to scoop a little bit out.
How's that?
A little something, something. Hold on. That's a lot of whipped cream. What would my title be if I were making espresso and Milky Ways and Van Halen's?
Well, the standard title for someone who works on the espresso machine is called a barista.
Okay.
And basically what that means is that you've spent many hours making all sorts of different types of espresso, cappuccino, and latte drinks. And you have totally mastered about how to steam the milk, what the exact settings are on the machine. You should be able to look at the machine and know if it's pulling the right amount of water, if it has the right type of crema on top of the shots. And then we give you the tools, and then you just, you use it, and after making thousands of drinks, you should be able to make these things in your sleep.
All right, so now after making the espresso and the Milky Way with you, can I be like an honorary barista? How about
you,
that?
Of course.
Excellent.
Of course.
Why did you choose Westfield? What made Westfield so desirable?
Well, that takes us back a little ways to why my wife and I chose to live here. We were living in Lower Manhattan at Battery Park City when the whole World Trade Center thing happened in 2001. And as a result of that, we wanted out of the city. So, we had certain criteria for a town where we wanted to live, which had to do with commuting, it had to do with school system, it had to do with proximity to my family, my wife's family, we all live in the area, and it also had to do with the downtown area itself and the shopping and things like that. And, fast forwarding till we met with the broker who showed us the town, and we just fell in love with the town. It has everything to offer, from big name stores to mom and pop stores like us. We have Morton Taylor here in town. It's got a great assortment of everything you can want. You don't even have to go to any malls anymore. And we also get, like I look around right now, we've got a great crowd here, and maybe 20% of the people I recognize, 80% I don't, so we get a lot of new customers. Westfield is a destination town.
Yeah.
A lot of people from surrounding areas come here for shopping. They also come here to visit family and stuff like that. And, that's another plus for us because that's how we get all the new business.
Yep.
And like I said, it's just worked out terrifically, and, it's been a great relationship. Me, I spent 20 years in corporate America. Never thought I'd ever be on a first name basis with our mayor in town, the head of, all the different societies. I've joined a number of clubs myself. It's like a whole different lifestyle for both of us.
All right, so we know that Prospect Street is your favorite street here in Westfield. What would be your favorite TV station?
Channel 36.
Excellent. Love the answer. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for talking.
It's been my pleasure.
It's been great meeting you. Congratulations and best of luck to you here at Rock and Joe's.